You are live in the flesh. Combo breaker. Alright. Let's see who hops on in here, man. Thanks. Let's try and have some better posture this stream. When we're hunching forward, we sit up straight, we sit up tall. It is Sunday, July 21st. A beautiful day. In a beautiful way. My back is kind of sore. Get some stretching in, right quick. Who goes there? Show thyself. Fee fi fo fum. Who traverses into the landscape of the stepping stones? The realm of stepping stones. Anyone? Any brave souls to be the first to make their presence known? Anyone at all? I try all the time to keep you off my mind. Sarah Medeiros says hello. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Where are you from? Hola. ¿De dónde eres? Good, how are you? My Brandon. What does that mean, my Brandon? I'm alright, I'm pretty decent. It's Sunday here. Well, I guess it's Sunday in a lot of places, but it's Sunday here in Mexico. You're new YouTube or what? New YouTube? Semi-new. I've been active since January of this year-ish. Where do I live? Oh my gosh, so many questions. I'm currently in Mexico, Sayula, Jalisco, Mexico. Do you know where that is? How about you? Where are you from? Oh, that's good. How do you subscribe to your video? I don't know. I only know how it looks like on my end. I'm sure if you scroll down, there's probably a button of some sort. How about you, Sarah? Where are you from? Mexico. Ah. What part of Mexico? I'm from the United States, near Los Angeles, but I'm currently spending the summer in Mexico, in my dad's hometown. You can probably tell I'm in Mexico by the background noises. We got the church bells, we got vendors selling food, cars zooming by. Etc., etc. But yeah, I'm just here chilling in a plaza. This is the other view. My view is what I'm seeing. Any other Mexicans in the chat? Where is everyone from? Thank you for the like, whoever liked my live stream. A lot of mosquitoes around me. Pesky little mosquitoes. Any takers out there? Anyone want to say where they're from? I'll start. I'm from Los Angeles, California, USA. Right now I'm in Mexico with my girlfriend. Marcio, hello from Brazil. That's what I like to see. Some action in the chat. You don't see that too often these days. How do you do, Marcio? How's your day going in Brazil? Thank you for the like. Whoever liked. We got a notification from Wendy's, the Wendy's app. Let's see. $5 biggie bags are in. Tell all your friends. Biggie bag from Wendy's for $5. I cooked lunch and I ate 3 plates of food. Holy moly. What kind of food? That sounds like the best way to spend a Sunday. I hope I can do the same soon. After this, I'm gonna go eat pozole. Do you know what pozole is? It's like, it's a Mexican dish. This one's gonna have chicken. Typically it has like pork, I think, or beef, but it's like chicken and a bunch of these little grains. I forget what they're called. It's like garbanzo beans or something like that. I forget. But yeah, I'm gonna eat after this, and I'm gonna have some delicious food as well. In an hour, I will go out live in a neighborhood near here. Nice, dude. Is it a safe neighborhood? Or is it a nuts neighborhood? On the scale of 1 to 10, how nuts is the neighborhood you're going to? Anakin Skywalker says, garbanzo beans. Indeed, man. It's a great word. I don't know so much about a great, what do they call beans? Legumes? What is the category for beans? Legumes? It's not so much a great legume perhaps, but it's a great name. It's a great word. Garbanzo beans. Probably a top 10 vegetable, wait, foodstuffs name. Garbanzo beans. I will walk on the safe streets, but there are 2 slums there. Damn. Hey, yo, Stone, we farted on your dog. Me and Kalama Harris, yeah, we farted on your dog. That's crazy, man. That's craziness. What, are there like how many, hold on. Let me think about this question. How prevalent are slums in Brazil? Yo, Stone, we farted on your dog, man. Al Gore. Yeah, we farted on your dog. Holy moly. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Al Gore. It's kind of a sick name if you think about it. Man, I smell some good food. It's making me hungry. How what? I missed that. I said how prevalent are slums in Brazil? How prevalent? Like how often or how common are slums? Hey, yo, Stone, we fart on your dog. Me and Mansa Musa. Yeah, we fart on your dog. Who's Mansa Musa? Hey, yo, Stone, we fart on your dog. Me and Godzilla. Yeah, we fart on your dog. Fascinating. Godzilla. I have Amazon Prime Videos. I don't have Amazon Prime, but I have Prime Videos. It is included with my data plan for my Mexican cell phone, which is quite nice. And it's more robust than I expected. And they actually have Godzilla vs. Kong on there. I don't think I've ever watched Godzilla vs. King Kong. Maybe like 15 years ago, 20 years ago or something. Ah, okay, there are slums everywhere. 90% of the neighborhoods have slums. Really? Damn. I wonder if... I tend to think that Brazil is... Amongst like countries in the Americas, I tend to think that Brazil is a little more well developed. Do you know how Brazil compares to other countries in like South America. I think Mexico is definitely on the higher side because of their trade relationship with the U.S. And then, I mean, apart from that, I feel like Brazil. I know Brazil has a huge like meat industry. I think maybe it's Argentina. I remember reading about it in one of my classes in college. There's like huge beef production in I think Brazil, in Argentina maybe or something, but I'm not sure. That was years ago, my college days. Actually, it's been 2 years and a half since I graduated. Y'all having a serious conversation. I'm just playing PlayStation. I didn't make it to Brazil. I'm just having a staycation. Brazil is nuts, man. It's a rich country, but a lot of poverty and crime. That's true. It is pretty crazy, man. It's the same in Mexico. I think the richest man in Mexico is like a billionaire, the owner of Pemex, which is like the oil conglomerate here in Mexico. I think it's government sponsored too. I think there's been a lot of corruption and shit. But I mean, it's absurd. Like the dude's probably worth more than like millions upon millions of Mexicans, you know? Pretty insane. And I remember in like my textbooks in high school or something, I think there were like pictures. I don't know if it was in a textbook. I think it might have been in a textbook. Pictures of like Brazilian favelas, like next to like super luxurious high rises. Like it's like there's a dividing line, and then it's like there's like such a stark contrast. I feel like I remember seeing that in my textbook. Sarah said, "Do go see you." ¿Qué significa? Go see you? I'm not sure what you mean. Anakin had said, Gustavo from Breaking Bad is from Chile. What's it like over there? Really? The actor or the the character in Breaking Bad? Chile. Yeah, I feel like Chile is one of those countries you hardly hear about, man. What's your favorite food? It's a good question. Um, I really like Chinese food in general. Looks nice. I like, I don't know. I'm a sucker for pasta, a nice lasagna or a nice tortellini or chicken alfredo or something. Oh man, I haven't had pasta in a long time. I really like pasta. I really like Chinese food, eggplant, stir fries, fried rice, um, cumin lamb is really good. The character, I see. The educational system is terrible. Why is that, Martio? In what sense? Sarah says, I was born in a pick in a Vegas. You were born in a pick in Vegas? What do you mean by that? A pick? Have you ever eaten a Mega Death Burrito Bill Nye style? I have no clue what that is, man. How about you, Sarah? What's your favorite food? There's a pasta place here in this town. I've been meaning to give it a try. Maybe as a celebratory meal. Maybe once I get monetized, I'll have some pasta as a celebration. But it's probably the only Italian food place here in this pueblo. But I've been meaning to try it, man. Typically, I'm not much of a much of a fan of Mexican pizzas, they tend to make them a little weird. Definitely different. But there's this one place that my cousin brought some pizza from, and it was really good. I forget what it's called, but I'm gonna have to ask. But it was super good. So I have restored faith in pizza in Mexico. That's good. Science flavored burrito. What does that taste like? Science flavored? Bill Nye is an OG though, TBH, bro. I remember watching Bill Nye in high school. He was a goated man. I don't know. He's still alive. I think he's still alive. He's a cool guy, man. That is 15 heart emojis with hands holding it up. And yes, garbanzo. Indeed, garbanzo. Garbanzo beans. Card pyramid made out of pizza slices. Now that's an idea. You should do it, Anakin. I think Anakin, if you did like a card pyramid out of pizza slices and you posted it to YouTube, that could just be what blows you up, man. So crazy it just might work. Me and Bill Nye, yeah, we farted on your dog. Indeed. Tell me a joke and I'll tell you a joke. Man, I don't think I've told a joke in years. A joke. Tell a joke. Oh my gosh. I can't think of shit. Menu. Tell a joke. My humor is broken, man. I can't think of anything. Can you go first, Sarah? Can you tell me a joke first? Stone, I think Sarah likes you. Likes you. I don't know about that. What would you like to play? Game. Is that the joke? What would you like to play? Game? I'm Confucius. Man. A joke. Oh my gosh. Why can I not think of a joke, dude? I mean, I can think of some, but they're shitty jokes. Racist jokes and shit. I want something wholesome, something PG, something chill, you know? I know one in Spanish. Kind of. Sounds is funny. Alright, I've got one. What did the jaguar say to the other jaguar? Anyone? Here's a game. Although he can't tell a joke. Stone is funny even though he can't tell a joke. Guess what number I'm thinking of? Is this uncapped? Any number at all? Vikram Verma says, well, hello. Welcome, Vikram. Welcome back, man. How's life in India today? You know what? I've been messing up the names. Vikram is chill. This is Vikram. The other guy who's always in here trolling, that guy is Vicky. Very different people. I'm thinking of the number 9786. I was gonna guess that. That was my next guess. After the guess 69, that was my next guess. 9,786. You lose homes. So it is. As stressful as it can get. That's not good, man. What are you stressed about? School? Exams? Tests? Work? Family issues? Girlfriend dumping you? Anakin taking a dump on your girlfriend? Anakin taking a fart on your dog? I understand it. It is stressful. Anakin gets me all the time. Tess, you got that right. I see. Yeah, man. It's a lot of pressure out there. India, China, a lot of pressure on tests that can define your whole future. Or so they say, you know? But I think it not true, man. You can do whatever you want, regardless of a test. A test does not define you, my guy. Whenever I get stressed, I hop in my UFO and look for alien titties. Interesting. Stone, that was wildly inappropriate. What was? Reading your comment? Wait, how is the educational system in Brazil, Marcio? Let's talk education. What do they say? Oh my god. Oh my god. I just got a notification. I don't know if you guys got it. Holy shit, that is insane. Wow, Joe Biden just announced that he's ending his re-election bid. I just got the news notification. That's insane. Holy shit, that's huge. That's crazy. How is life in Mexico? It's pretty alright, man. You know? I mean, for me, I think it, hello? It depends, you know? Like, for the common person, I mean, most people live pretty comfortably. They're not as, like, rich or, like, well-off materialistically. But people are happy, man. People are pretty happy. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy the contrasts of, like, life in, like, the U.S. versus, like, Mexico, you know? It's absurd. It's kind of, I don't even know, man. It's crazy. I don't take dumps on people's bro before I go. I don't take dumps on people's girlfriend, bro. Now we gotta be. Alright, I'm sorry. I just assumed. Thank God that dude is a disaster. We don't talk politics on this channel, though. True, dude. Stone, please follow the rules. Oh my gosh, my leg is asleep as hell, dude. Jesus. That's true. I'm not talking politics, though. I was just announcing news that was announced to me on my phone without my consent. No tough exams, isn't it? Yeah, in that sense, Mexico's... Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. When it comes to education, Mexico is pretty chill. Super chill, actually. You know, like, a lot of people... I mean, it depends how you look at it. Some people might say that the education system isn't, like, I don't know, robust enough, but I don't know. Some people go to school, some people drop out to start working young. There's like evening school and there's day school, I think. I think it's still a thing, which is really interesting to me because basically a lot of kids like will work with their parents at a young age or like help with like the shops or working on the field or all sorts of stuff. So there are, from what my family was telling me at some point, there are like classes during the day for kids that want to go to school during the day and want to help their parents at night, and then classes at night for kids that work with their parents during the day and want to go to school at night. Alright, bro, take it easy. Gotta go back to work. You're the best. Thanks, man. Have a good day at work, man. Have a good Sunday, guys. It do be Sunday out here. Sunday, fun day. Sunday, the day of rest. I won't be going on for too long today. Maybe just a couple hours right now. And then it's a family reunion. Huge family reunion. Probably like 30, 40 people. Mexican families are huge, man. How big are you guys' families? Any uh, any huge families out there? My dad is one of eight. My mom as well, one of eight kids. My grandpa was one of 12 kids. 12 freaking kids, man. Um, 10 sons and 2 daughters. These exams are just killing me, you know. 99%, 99.5% of the students are not even able to get 40% exams. I got 25. Yeah, dude. I mean, that sucks for sure. Um, but I believe in you, man. You know, I think in India, the exams are probably everything, you know? I'm sure that you're constantly pressured by your parents and your family, and you know, it's kind of just drilled that like this exam is everything. And maybe in India it kind of feels that way, but I guarantee you, man, you'll be just fine, man. It's a beautiful day and age, and there's plenty of things you can do. They're not going to be easy, but you can build the life you want, man. I believe in you, man. Even if you don't believe in yourself, man, I believe in you. Us humans, we are very powerful creatures, very powerful human, very powerful beings. And if you have a will, you have a way, man. That's what I believe. There's how we feel and there's what we believe. It's up to you to choose what you believe. You can't control how you feel, but you can control what you believe, man. We'll try and do it. What do you like to do outside of school, Vikram? Outside of exams and school, like what do you enjoy doing? What are some of your interests, some of your hobbies, passions, stuff like that? I guess for anyone else as well. I mean, it's not as bad in the U.S. It's pretty bad in China. My girlfriend is Chinese, and she's still. I mean, she's kind of deconditioned herself a lot, but for so many of her years, man, like her whole life, it's just like, oh, exams, like this test means everything. Like, go to a good college, go to a prestigious college, like get good grades, blah blah blah. Get a good major, get a good job, get a better job, get a car, get a house, get some money, blah blah blah. You know? There's nothing you can't even imagine. I haven't had a friend since like 10 months. That's good. That's a good starting point, man. If you have awareness, that's all you need, man. If you are aware that there's nothing, you're on the right path, my guy. Because now you can start to figure it out. And you don't even need to know what you like. You can start with what you don't like. What are you stressed about? Those are the things you're not going to like. If you're stressed, it means you don't want to do it. So you don't like school, probably. What else? What do you not like? What do you like? Jesus Bravo says, hey man, how's it going? I'm alright, man. I'm pretty alright. How about you, man? But yeah, like in China, like, you know, like kids' mental health get fucked, man. Super fucked. Super stressed. Just life is purely competition. And, you know, like with my girlfriend, it's not until she left the country that she realized, like, just how badly it's affected her. I mean, even like she like even automatically will like compare herself to me. Like, you know, comparison is the thief of joy. And if you're constantly in like this competition mindset that you have to be better than everyone else, like everyone is a threat, you know, you just feel miserable. You just judge people, you know. You wanna be the best. You're constantly stressed, constantly worried. It sucks, man. Truly. I mean, her cousin like was basically having like mental health crisis from I mean, like for high school, dude. High school in China, like it's absurd. Like it's like a full-time job. Like she's there like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. like 6 days a week, which is like the common work schedule too. In China, they call it 996. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. That's like the typical work schedule. But the problem is that there are like 40K students who think and learn better than me. I have 10 months to at least to be I assume to be better than at least 35K of them. Right. But that's like in that context, you know? In the context of the education system and needing to do well on this test, then you're right. That is the problem, right? But step back a bit, right? If you weren't in school, like what, like what would you want to do? If you weren't competing with all these students to get a job, if you could just snap your finger and perfectly have everything you want, like what would you want? You yourself, right? And a lot of times, like, we don't know what we want. We've never known what we want. We've never been given the opportunity to know what we want. We might have talked about this before, but it could be that your parents don't let you know what you want. They don't want you to know what you want. They want what they want. And like I think it's constantly a problem or like a thing between generations. Like parents always think they know what's best for their kid. But the world is constantly changing, man. The world is constantly evolving. And who better to trust than yourself? I wanted to do so much research, like you can think it's like my passion. I like big libraries. Hmm. So like, are you saying that if you could like just do super well on your exams, that's what you would want to do? Like research? But yeah, um, I mean, like even like my parents, my mom doesn't really believe in me. Yeah, I'm also you. I am also interested in energy and want to open a biogas plant. That sounds pretty cool, man. If you don't do well on the test, like, like the education system is exactly that. It's a system, right? It's kind of what channels everyone in. Like everyone kind of goes into the system and the majority of people are in there, so it kind of seems like that's all there is. But you can still make an impact. You can still do things your own way, It doesn't have to be in the context of going through the education system and getting degrees and this and that. I mean, like, who gave degrees to the people that give degrees? Who gave the masters to the people who are masters? Like, it all starts with an individual at some point, just relentlessly studying something or really enjoying something, having a passion for something. So even if you can't get good grades, if you can't get into the school you want, if you can't get into the university you want, if you can't get the degree you want, like, that doesn't have to define you, man. You can find your own way. You can, do it out of passion. Do it out of desire. Get creative. I mean, YouTube's insane, man. There's information on just about anything out there. You can learn so much for free on the great wide web. In fact, a lot of university classes, man, I mean, you're just paying a fuck ton of money for things you could have learned on your own or for free online, you know? And I say that as someone that went to a prestigious college. Like, I went to UC Berkeley in California, and it's like the top public university in the world. But like, I mean, a lot of people go and like, they're just wasting their life there, you know? I'll name my biogas plant as Cosec. You said you know you are sounding stupid. How do you know that? Because I don't think you're sounding stupid at all. The question there is, how are you so sure that you sound stupid? Where does that come from? Khan said that jump was amazing, brother. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Welcome, Khan. Thank you. You know, the thing is, I think a lot of people, when they're miserable, they hate to see others do what they want to do. Because it's stupid to dream. Excellent awareness, thank you. Now the question is, where did you learn that? Because I think this is super common, man. I used to believe the same thing not too long ago. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what my dreams would be. Even if I had a dream, I wouldn't be able to have the confidence to share it with the world, to say it. I would be scared shitless, you know? So much of my life, people shit on me. I had terrible influences around me. People shitting on me. You would be shit on to have a dream. People would shit on you for having a dream. But that's because a lot of people are afraid to dream themselves. If there's someone who is afraid to dream and they end up just going to school, wasting their life away doing something they hate, they're going to be very miserable people who don't want to see other people do what they wanted to do. It's classic misery loves company type shit, you know? It'll be hard, man. You know, you'll have to find your own way and stuff. But it's up to you, man. You can do whatever the hell you want. You just have to believe in yourself. You know, it's gonna be lonely. I feel very isolated a lot of the time, man. Because I'm very much off the beaten path. But, you know, I wouldn't want it any other way. It's a dream for a reason, you know? It's really hard to attain. And, you know, it takes a lot of work, but I don't know, man. I think it's better to fail pursuing something that's true to yourself than to succeed doing something that you hate. Kant said you're more agile in your vlogs. Yeah, I guess so. There in particular, because there was a lot of there was a skate park. There was a lot of access to parkour and other stuff. Vikram says, but I'll open it till 2035 until your channel might get bigger than Mr. Beast. I mean, I don't know about that, but that's the other thing, man. It doesn't have to get bigger than Mr. Beast. You know, like, we don't have to be the best. Not by any means. Even if I have, like, just 100 people who watch me, 50 people even. Like, we don't need that much to be successful. You know, like, you don't have to be huge. You don't have to make a lot of money. If you can find something that you enjoy and that you're passionate about, even if you don't make a lot of money, then it's okay. And that's the thing, like, we're so hardwired to value money over all else. You know? It's like the thing in the US, man, like all over. There are people who are super miserable, they hate their lives, and they feel really lost, but like they don't really know what to do because like they're doing everything they were told to do, you know? They went to college, they got a good job, they got a car, they got married, they bought a house, And then it's like, now what? And that's the thing. When you base your happiness on goals, on these posts, like goalposts, anytime you attain one, you're just gonna move the goalposts. If first you're saying like, okay, once I get into college, then I'll be happy. And then you're like, okay, once I graduate college, then I'll be happy. Once I get a job, then I'll be happy. Once I get a better job, then I'll be happy. Once I get a car, then I'll be happy. Once I get a bigger car, then I'll be happy. You'll never be happy. You'll never be happy. Striggs says, welcome Striggs. I've never seen you before, man. That's an interesting profile picture. I think that success can only be achieved when there is a breaking point, when you separate yourself from your personality and your circumstances, and then you find that way you can find a breaking point. Yeah, I think I get what you mean. When you separate yourself from your personality and your circumstances, and then that way you can find a breaking point. I think the thing is, like, success is subjective. I do agree with him. Success is subjective. Like, when most people think success, we tend to think, what automatically comes to mind is the things that society considers success. In the US, it would be getting a job, buying a house, getting a car, getting married, having kids. That's like success. But like, success is whatever we want it to be. It's whatever we define it to be. For me, like, I'd rather have less money, less physical things, and have something that makes me feel fulfilled, you know? Family, friends, work, or, you know, content that makes a difference. Strick says, because human consciousness and perception cannot dictate the truth, regardless of the individual, your essence is only the observer of the material world. Because human consciousness and perception cannot dictate the truth, regardless of the individual, your essence is only the observer of the material world. Vikram says, the meaning of success also changes as we grow older. I think I get what Striggs is saying. I would say, I think the thing is that truth is subjective. There's no such thing as like objective truth. Like, we choose what truth is. If my mom beat me as a kid, just an example, let's just say, if my mom beat me as a kid, you know, some people might come away from that experience as like, oh, like, I'm worthless, like, I'm a piece of shit, like, my mom hates me. Other people might come away from it like, oh, my mom beat me, like, she's a piece of shit, like, that's a terrible thing to do to a kid, like, how could she have done that? You know, we choose the meaning of our experiences. And most of the time it's like a automatic process. We're not consciously choosing. But it's the same for like choosing what we believe, man. We choose what we believe, you know? Sometimes we tend to go with what we feel. If we feel worthless for failing a test, we might believe that we're worthless. If we feel like our life's ruined for failing this huge test, then we might feel like life's ruined, but it's up to us to choose what we believe, man. And, over time, our identity influences our habits influence our identity. So, if you identify as someone that's worthless, then you're gonna have habits that make you feel worthless, that align with that belief that you're worthless. But if you believe that you're not worthless, even if you have habits that are aligned with being worthless, you can slowly get yourself out of it. It's a loop. They kind of feed into each other. But you can get to where you want to go, bit by bit, by even if like you don't believe something or you don't feel something, you can still choose to do habits that align with what you want to believe, that align with how you want to feel. Strick said, When you separate yourself from your ego and your possessions and your status and your copes like drugs and food, you will find that peace cannot be inherited through external forces, only the internal. Exactly. Exactly. A wise man here. Bikram says, I don't know your name, man. Some people call me Stone. Some people call me Mr. Stone. Some people call me my real name, which is Ivan. Ivan. There's a really great YouTuber. His name is Dr. K, healthygamer.gg, and he has a lot of great materials on like mental health resources. And he's Indian, and he kind of mixes like Eastern philosophy with like Western practices. Like, you know, he's like kind of a master of both. That's a nice name, thank you. And so, you know, I would recommend checking him out if you're feeling stressed or if you want to understand yourself more as well. He's amazing. Most of my wisdom comes from watching him, listening to him. But yeah. Yeah. Sí. My aunt is. Sí, ahorita vamos en como 10, 15 minutos. Okay. My aunt arrived in the plaza. What's the time over there? It is 12:49, 12:50 p.m. I think India is probably like 12 hours difference, if I had to guess. I think. Where are you from, Striggs? Are you still out there? 12:19. Oh, okay. Wait, that's crazy. You guys have half an hour time differences? I think we talked about this once. That's pretty wild to me. I feel like almost anywhere in the world it's 1 hour. 1 hour difference. I live in Nepal. Really? No way. Are you from Nepal? Nepal, wow. I have not heard that name. Wait, Nepal is a country, right? I'm feeling a little silly. Nepal. Is Nepal a country? It is, right? Wait, is it? Nepal. Or is it a province in India or something? Nepal. It's in like the Himalayas, right? That's the problem. I wanted to see the stream, but the time gap is huge. Hmm. Yeah, 12 hours. You gotta be a late owl to find me. Yeah, I was raised in a Buddhist vihara. It's a country. What is a vihara? Is that like a is that like a temple, or like yeah, like a temple where monks live and stuff? I know Dr. K talks about his experience at like a Buddhist like temple. I forget what it's called. Maybe it's the same thing, vihara. Yeah, it's a country only 70 kilometers away from me. Wow, fascinating. Striggs from Nepal. From a Buddhist vihara in Nepal. Incredible how you found me, man. Crazy thing, man. The internet. I'm out here in frickin' Mexico. Way, probably halfway across the world, man. And here I am talking to someone from Nepal and someone from India. Trick says, yeah, and when I was a baby, I was chubby, and my parents told me I look like Booty, not Buddha. Who's Booty? Because Booty is the propaganda one? Booty. I'm not familiar with the difference. Um, your English is quite excellent, Triggs, including the ability to talk about very high level topics. Very, what's the word? I don't know, like high vocabulary. Fun fact, I live in a province of India where Buddha got enlightenment, and that's why it's called Bihar, from the word Vihara. Which province? I know. I feel like I've watched a travel vlog of. I forget what province it is, but it's the province next to Tibet. But I forget what it was called. Its name is Bihar, Ivan. Its name? From the word Vihara. Like Buddha's name is Bihar? How did you learn English, Riggs? How old are you? Can I ask? Do they teach English in Buddhist Viharas? Khan said, hi again, bro. Tomorrow's result day. Wow, you missed our whole conversation about exams and results, man. Oh, okay. The name of the province is Bihar. Oh, okay. This is incredible right here. Now we have someone from Pakistan, someone from India, and someone from Nepal in the same shot. That's incredible. Now we just need someone from like Bangladesh, and we'll have that whole sphere. I'm not going to sleep the whole night again, I guess. Well, it depends, man. Certainly not from watching me, probably. Well, I'm only going to continue for a little while longer, but most people call me a hippie, but I'd say I'm a man of truth. Every person in Nepal learns English in school. I'm currently 22. Wow, you're very young, dude. You're just a few years younger than me. I'm 25. Huh. Now I'm interested in coming to Nepal. I taught English in China. Are there many foreign English teachers in Nepal? Or is it just through Nepalese teachers that teach English? Vikram said, what exam, Khan? What we three have in common is SEMA, lol. At Vikram, my chartered accountancy result, bro. Good luck. Strix says, yes, there are foreign teachers. Did you have a foreign English teacher, Strix, at some point? I imagine you must enjoy English on your own, like the level of English you have makes me think that you probably like have a passion for learning languages or something. Yeah, twice. Wow. Incredible. Man, it would be insane if someday one of the students that I taught English to found me on my YouTube. That would be a beautiful thing. But unfortunately, there's no YouTube in China. Unless I have a VPN. I also learned Korean during COVID. Ah. Wow. Fascinating, man. Why Korean? How did you choose Korean? Vikram says, well, that looks a great day. How is the temperature? It's pretty decent out here. It's about... Actually, I have no idea. I don't know what temperature it is. Make the Discord, brother. We all need it. Ah, fuck. You're right, man. You're right. All right, I'll message my friend after this and see what I can do here. because it's the easiest language to learn. Really, I know the writing is easy. Like, it's a very like each symbol has like a pronunciation. When I was in China, there was a language corner event at a bar, and there was this one guy who was in Shenzhen, the city I was in, and he would I lost my train of thought. He was Korean, I think. He was like Korean Chinese, or maybe just Korean and in China, but he was really passionate about Korean. And one time he tried to teach everyone Korean. And so I remember he explained some of it, but I didn't really learn anything. I was there to learn Chinese. Also, I need to wrap up soon, which is unfortunate because this is an excellent conversation so far. Welcome, Strix, man, and welcome back, Vikram. Wow, that man sounds very cool. He was cool. He was a cool guy. It was just a little. What's the word? A little cumbersome, maybe. Like, it was just a little weird because he kind of like took over the session. Like, you know, like everyone's there to like practice different languages. Some people, Chinese people, are trying to practice English. Some people are practicing Cantonese. Some people are practicing Chinese. And so it was just weird. It was a weird thing because he kind of took over the whole session without like checking in with everyone first, and just kind of started teaching everyone Korean, even though a lot of us like weren't really there to. Some of us weren't interested in learning Korean, you know. And so it was a bit of a weird day, a weird night. Vikram says, "Okay, bro, it's also late over here." Yeah. Khan said the script of Sikh language is called Gurmukhi, and apparently it is such a difficult script that in Lahore we phrase a difficult task as Gurmukhi. Oh, that's funny. Here in Mexico, if something is like hard to read or like doesn't make sense, they'll say like, "Oh, it's Chinese to me." And I think it's a common thing across the world. He was probably a narcissist. I don't know about that. I think maybe he just was a little too caught up in his passion for Korean. But yeah, I think he was well intentioned. Ivan, pray for me, brother. Thanks. All right, I'll try. All right, guys. This has been a blast. This has been really cool. I'm glad I came on, even for just an hour today. But I gotta head out here. It's time to have a nice, huge family reunion, man. Dozens of people. It's gonna be chaotic. But thank you everyone for dropping in. I appreciate it. Thank you and welcome Strix for dropping in, man. Bye, says Vikram. See you, Vikram. Hope to see you around more, man. Keep your head up. Don't worry too much about exams, man. There's more to life than tests and exams. It's been a real pleasure, my friend. You as well, Strix. Khan says 235 million population, only around 600 pass. That's absurdity. Bye. We'll talk more about exams. It's a great talking point. It's something I'm passionate about. All right. Take care, everyone.